Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the ionization energy, amount of energy required to remove the valency shell electron or outermost electron of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. It means that here electrons that revolve around the nucleus, bounded with nucleus, there exists a attraction force. That force F is equal to K Q1 Q2 divided by R square, where K is a constant and depend upon the medium. Q1 and Q2, that is a charge of nucleus and charge of electrons that revolve in the valency shell or outermost shell. Now, ionization energy provided to atoms, then the bounded outermost electron to remove that energy is known as ionization energy. Now, ionization energy IE. Here, this is a atoms, this is a nucleus, and electron, outermost electron revolve around it. Here, इलेक्ट्रॉन को बाहर निकालने के लिए जो एनर्जी देते हैं उसी एनर्जी को आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी कहते हैं। क्योंकि यहाँ जो है यह इलेक्ट्रॉन है, निगेटिव चार्ज है, और यह न्यूक्लियस पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, दोनों के बीच स्ट्रॉन्ग attractive force acting between nucleus and electron. Its value of equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square, where K is a constant. Its value depend on the medium, and Q1 is charge of nucleus and Q2 is charge of electrons. We can calculate the attractive force between nucleus and electrons. Here, strong attractive force acting so that outermost this electron bonded with the nucleus by a force. Amount of energy required to remove the valency shell electron. Valency shell means the electron that found in the outermost shell, that is known as valency shell electrons, are outermost electrons of an isolated neutral gaseous atom to infinity. Here one term is here isolated, one term is neutral, and another is gaseous atom to infinity. Now, in the solid state, atoms does not found in the free state, so that here isolated means this situation possible only in the gas form, because in the gas atoms may be possible in the free state here, and move neutral. Neutral means as you know that atom is just like neutral because number of electron and number of proton found in the atoms, one is positive and other is negative, so that here isolated means separate atom, neutral atom is also neutral, and gaseous atom in the gaseous state we found the isolated neutral atoms. Here to infinity, it means that here amount of energy to required to remove the valence shell electrons from the orbit to infinity. Now अब सवाल यह उत्पन्न होता है कि यह इंफिनिटी जो है एक एटम के लिए कहाँ होगा। जिस तरह से जो है एक चींटी है उसका इंफिनिटी स्थान घर का बाउंड्री होता है, ठीक उसी तरह से एक छोटे से स्मॉल पार्टिकल एटम के लिए जो है इंफिनिटी प्लेस 2 सेंटीमीटर माना गया है। वह 2 सेंटीमीटर यदि अपने स्थान से हट जाता है, इसका मतलब कि वह इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है अनंत पर चला जाता है। तो यहाँ पर जो है इंफिनिटी प्लेस जो है परमाणु जहां पर इलेक्ट्रॉन है उससे 2 सेंटीमीटर हटता है, उसी को इंफिनिटी प्लेस कहते हैं। नाउ आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी विल बी ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव। आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी हमेशा जो है धनात्मक होता है, क्योंकि बिकॉज एनर्जी विल बी प्रोवाइडेड टू गैसियस एटम, क्योंकि एनर्जी हम जो है बाहर से गैसियस एटम को एनर्जी देते हैं, तब जाकर के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन वहां से रिमूव होता है। इसलिए आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी हमेशा पॉजिटिव होता है। यूनिट ऑफ आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट पर एटम। नाउ इफ यू टेक द मोल, देन द इट्स यूनिट इज किलो जूल पर मोल। As you know that 1 electron volt equal to 1 by 6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule, and 1 electron volt per atom, 1 electron volt per atom is equal to 96 kilojoule per mole। इसके आधार पर हम लोग इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट को पर एटम को जो है किलो जूल पर मोल में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। अब जो है इसमें हम लोग एक एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं जो है। नाउ हियर एग्जांपल, लेट अस सपोज दैट m is an element, that is here m is an atom, isolated gaseous neutral atoms m, and release 1 electron to form the ion. Now delta H is the reaction, H is रिएक्शन की हीट है, रिएक्शन का हीट है जो है। जब इसमें here delta H will be 2 type, one is positive and other is negative. In this case energy release, and when the energy release, then that reaction will be called exothermic reaction, and in this case energy observed, because if energy observed, then the electrons remove from their orbit, so that this type of reaction is known as endothermic reactions, where energy is observed that, and now successive ionization energy, for example, M is atoms, and that release one electron and form the M positive ion. Here एटम से जो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालते हैं, इसमें जो के फर्स्ट आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी I(E1), इसे हम फर्स्ट आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी कहते हैं। फर्स्ट आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी if we again provide the energy, then this M plus to remove one electron also, and to form M 2 plus. In this case, the energy provided to this, that is known as IE2, second ionization energy. Second ionization energy. Now again we provide the energy, then this can M to remove one electron again, and provided energy I3, third ionization energy. Third ionization energy, and so on. Here, this energy is known as, here, this energy, here this energy IE1, IE2, I3 are called successive ionization energy. Successive are called the successive ionization energy. Here in this case, I1, I2, I3 are the ionization energy, but which is a larger. For example, in this first case, if one electron removed from their orbit to form M plus, then rest electrons that attach to nucleus strong force, in this case also attach the outermost electron. In comparison to this stronger force with respect to nucleus, So that in this case, these energy will be respectively in the increasing orders. एग्जाम्पल के लिए हम ले सकते हैं कि मान लीजिए कोई एक बच्चा है, उसके पास कुछ सेव है। अब हम जब उससे एक सेव लेते हैं, मांगते हैं, तो वह तो दे देता है, लेकिन वो बच्चा की टेंडेंसी रहती है कि अब कोई दूसरा न मांगे, इसलिए उसके अंदर प्रबल इच्छा रहती है। फिर यदि हम प्रेस करते हैं, ज्यादा मेहनत करते हैं, तब जाकर के ये वो सेव देता है। फिर उसके अंदर जो है और अधिक प्रबल टेंडेंसी बढ़ जाती है कि इसको भी कोई न मांगे। उसको लेने के लिए हमको और अधिक मेहनत करना पड़ता है। ठीक उसी तरह से जो है इलेक्ट्रॉन जो न्यूक्लियस से बने हैं, फर्स्ट में जो है एक इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमूव होता है, लेकिन जो रेस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन रहते हैं उसको जो है न्यूक्लियस और अधिक फोर्स से बांधा रहता है। इसलिए हमको और अधिक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालने के लिए जो है ज्यादा ऊर्जा की जरूरत पड़ती है। सो दैट I1 is less than I2 less than I3. In this case, I1, so that I1 less than I2 less than I3 and so on, so that energy will be in the increasing order. यह ऑर्डर जो है कभी चेंज नहीं होता है, यही रहता है। इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में कोई कहीं भी कोई अंतर नहीं पड़ता है। जब जो हम क्रमशः इलेक्ट्रॉन को बाहर निकालते जाएंगे, त्यों तो हमें अधिक एनर्जी की आवश्यकता पड़ेगी। अब हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे फैक्टर्स affecting the ionization energy. Factors affecting ionization energy. Here are the some factors on which ionization energy depends. First, atomic size, effective nuclear charge, electronic configuration, shielding or screening effect, penetration power of orbitals. Now first of all, atomic size. Let us suppose that one atom is here and another atom is here. Atomic size, distance between electron and nucleus are smaller in this case, then the size of atom is less. In that case, force will be increased, and so that remove the electron, we apply more and more energy in comparison to this, because in this case electron bonded to nucleus, strong force in comparison of this, so that more energy is required to this, in this case small size of atoms, so that size is small, energy will be more, and size will be larger, energy will be less. Thus, ionization energy and size of atom both are reciprocal to each other. Thus, ionization energy is proportional to 1 by size. Now, in this case, effective nuclear charge, it means that proton are found in the nucleus, and here in this case, number of proton is greater in comparison to this. Number of proton will be greater, so that this nucleus to attract the electron, greater force, larger force for remove of this electron, we provided more energy so that effective nuclear charge is greater, energy provided energy will also be more, and less effective charge. In this case, less energy provided in this part remove the electron, so that ionization energy is directly proportional to effective nuclear charge in this case. Now, third case, electronic configurations. In this case, half field and full field configuration are exceptionally stable, and more energy will be required to remove the electron, so that ionization energy of partially filled is less than half filled is less than full filled. On the basis of this, ionization energy of helium is greater. Now electronic configurations, as you know that half filled and full filled. Half filled, this is a half filled and this is the full filled. Here, half filled and full filled configuration are exceptionally stable, and more energy will be required to remove electron from them. Here, partially filled, half filled and full filled. Example, now noble gas NS2 and NP6, total electron 6 to 8. Noble gas has full filled electronic configurations, and it will have exceptionally high ionization energy, because noble gas neither wanted to release electron nor not gain electrons. In this case, to remove the electron from outermost shell, don't isolate, so that it has very high ionization energy. Now, second example, we take nitrogen and oxygen here. Nitrogen 2 and 5, or 2s2 and 2p3, 3 to 5, and here 6, 2s2 and 2p4. Now 2p, it has only 3 electrons, 1, 2, 3, because capacity of p orbital has 6 electrons, but here only 3 electrons. This 1, 2, 3, here 4 electrons. This is a partially filled, and this is a half filled. This is the half filled. Now ionization energy of N, this half filled, is greater than ionization energy of oxygen, because it is a partially filled and it is a half filled. So that ionization energy of nitrogen is greater than ionization energy of oxygen. Now, different एलिमेंट में ही हाफ फील्ड तथा फुल फील्ड द्वारा आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी की तुलना करते हैं, जैसे नाइट्रोजन है, ऑक्सीजन है, या और सब दो डिफरेंट एलिमेंट है, सेम एलिमेंट में हाफ फील्ड और फुल फील्ड या पार्शियली फील्ड से तुलना नहीं करते हैं। जब दोनों एलिमेंट अलग अलग हो तब हम हाफ फील्ड और फुल फील्ड द्वारा देखते हैं। एंड सेकंड, स्टेबल half filled and full filled both are stable. For example, here in this case P3 orbital, because it has capacity to 6 electron, only 3 electron, this is half filled. D has 10 electron, here in this case 5 electron, and F7 not possible है. Full filled it has 6 electron, there this orbital है 6 electron, this is a 10 electron, so that this is a full filled and this is the half filled electron. Now we discuss about next factors on which depend ionization energy, shielding effect or screening effect. Now fourth shielding or screening effect here this is the nucleus and this is the electron, outermost orbit, outer shell, and this is the inner shell. In this case here is also electrons, so that this is a negative charge and this is a positive. They are acting strong attraction force, but due to presence of inner shell electrons, in this case this electron acting a repulsion force, so that actual attraction force not exist here. Now the inner electron exert a repulsion on outer electron, inner electron exert a repulsion on outer electron. The nucleus cannot exerted full attraction on the outermost electron. If the shielding of inner electron is poor, then the attraction force will between nucleus and outermost electron is greater. Then it is greater difficult to remove the electron from outermost shell. Thus, if the screening effect is better, then ionization energy is low. It means that shielding effect, repulsion force is greater. In this case, ionization energy will be low. Now we take the penetration power of orbital. Now fifth factor, penetration power of orbitals. Here I will see that S orbital is spherical, P orbital is in a dumbbell, Px, Py, Pz. D orbital same of D orbital is such type, and S orbital में सभी तरह के लूप बने होते हैं. That is a spherical and dumbbell, so that ionization energy of this orbital is greater in comparison to this, and this is a greater in comparison to this. This is a greater in comparison to this, so that ionization energy S is greater than P, greater than D, greater than F. That is more energy required to remove the electron from S orbitals, so that ionization of energy of this is greater. Here it is greater energy to remove the electron from helium, because hydrogen and helium are found in this case. It is a greater energy to remove the electron from this of the periodic tables, because hydrogen has one electron, one s1, and it has one s2. Now in the corner, as we see that the ionization energy of in the periodic table from left to right increases so that helium had highest ionization energy. Now after that this video we study about the periodic tables, and now like and subscribe my videos and share with your friends. Thank you.